them as a venue partner, so libre po yung venue namin. So malaking bagay po para sa amin na mas magkaroon ng memorable na program and production for the celebration of the victories of our filmmakers who have competed in international film festival and won. 86 filmmakers last year were participated, 86 filmmakers won. Okay, marami pong nag-participate, mas marami pa sa 86. Pero yung 86 po natin, nanalo po sila sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo. From short films to documentaries, to full-length feature films, to TV specials and TV series. They are out there, you know, as our ambassadors and really representing what Philippines is about and what Philippine cinema is about. And Film Ambassadors Night is all about gathering all these filmmakers so that we can find an opportunity to share our victories with each other. Magkakilala tayo, anong experience niya sa Egypt, anong experience niya sa Cyprus, anong experience niya na nagpalabas siya ng pelikula sa New York. Napakaraming mga kwento ng mga filmmakers na to at hindi sila, minsan they feel that they're so alone when they go out there kasi nag-iisa lang sila representing the Philippines. So, more than it being a recognition, FDCP's goal is for it to be an experiential night. It's a very intimate evening. We want to make it personal. There's a networking event happening for 2 hours right before the show so that, you know, everybody can just talk and it's a place to see each other again over good food. There's drinks, you know, para talagang relaxing atmosphere. And then for this year, this is the first time that we're actually going to do an entire production. And I'm very excited because Ice is really supportive of this. Labor of Love, he's directing the entire show. And with Ice's network then of performers, you know, musicians, singers, napakaganda at excited po kami sa magiging show this Sunday because we have the likes of Between Escalante, Celeste Legaspi, Rachel Alejandro, Abra, all these performers really just rendering their talents to support the Film Ambassadors Night. So yan, again, I hope magkita-kita po tayo sa Sunday at the SM Aura. Okay, next. Berlinale Native, of course. Every February is Berlin Film Festival. And Berlin Film Festival is one of the top 3 A-list film festivals of the world. And when you say that you are in one of these festivals, ibig sabihin, your country and your filmmakers have made it to be amongst, you know, the best of the world. So, dyan po nanalo si Love Diaz para sa Hele sa Hiwagang Hapis. Dyan po unang-unang pinalabas ang pelikula ni Kidlat Tahimik na Perfumed Nightmare back in 1974. Tama ba ako? At napakarami pa pong mga filmmakers na nabigyan ng oportunidad para magkaroon ng ganitong platform para maipakita sa mundo ang kanilang galing. At this year, we're very lucky because there is a new side competition of Berlin Film Festival called Berlinale Native. Berlinale Native is a section where they showcase indigenous cinema of the world. And one of the Berlinale Native advisor is a Filipino. And he is Kanakan Balintagos or Areo Solito. Isa siya sa mga tumulong bumuo at mag-curate at magbigay ng as one of the advisors kung paano nila bubuuin itong section na to. Iba't ibang klaseng indigenous films na galing sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo ay kasali sa section na ito. So this is really huge because in the same way that we are giving opportunities for our regional filmmakers na magkaroon ng boses, magkaroon ng oportunidad para hindi lang hindi lang ma-appreciate yung pelikula nila dahil nagpunta sila dito sa Maynila. They can come up with their films that is from their own language, their own locality, their own stories. Now there is a platform for this. That's why this is very important. We have 2 films in this section. Berlinale Busong of Kanakan Balintagos is going to be showcased as one of the films in the lineup. And of course, our national artist, our recently named national artist for film, Kidlat Tahimik, is going to Berlin with his film Perfume Nightmares as one of the films in the lineup. So this is big for us kasi again, you know, hindi po talaga nawawalan, hindi po tayo nawawalan ng pelikula na nasa mga ganitong film festivals. So they really see Philippine cinema as a content na talagang ma-appreciate ng buong mundo. So we want to wish them well because I think Kanakan and Kidlat is leaving on February 11. We wanted to do a send-off for them pero nag-prepare na po sila for the Berlin Film Festival. Last year, dito po pinalabas ang Panahon ng Halimaw in the main competition and the film of Keith Deligero. It's a short film entitled Babylon. So, ayan po. So that is Berlinale native. For those who are interested to you know a bit about the Berlinale Festival coming up. Next, ayan po. Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino 3. Ayan. May tatlong. Yes, may third year po tayo. This is a special project kasi syempre alam naman po natin na Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino is a partnership between the cinemas and FDCP. This is an opportunity for us to give another platform, not just for our main, our big studios who are making films for MMFF, but to give opportunity for independent productions na gumagawa rin ng mga pelikula for the wide audience. Pero mas magkaroon sila ng platform dito because of course ang priority natin sa Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino ay puro independent productions. So Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino third year or 3 because of the 100 years of Philippine cinema and ang ating official celebration ay mag-uumpisa ng September 12, 2019 hanggang September 11, 2018. Gagawin po natin ang Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino ng September 12, 2019 hanggang September 18, 2019. So for 1 week, it will start on a Thursday in September. And again, dito po natin gagawin ang pinakagila. We're going to have a 100 luminaries for 100 years. This is a big gala event giving tribute to the 100 luminaries who contributed to Philippine cinema, from our top, you know, celebrities down to the production crew, our technical people na naging instrumento at wala man sila sa harap ng camera ay talagang nagbigay ng malaking kontribusyon para marating natin itong ikasandaang taon ng pelikulang Pilipino. So, we're going to celebrate. We're going to do that event within this period. Mamaya po, siguro i-explain ko po sa inyo yung mga bagong mechanics ng PPP. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions about it, but siguro later we can break it down. Our next one is, ayan, so ito na po ang partnership natin for the 100 years, and this is gonna be the launching platform for the official celebration. So next, please. Ayan. Okay, so isa sa mga nakita po namin na gap pagdating sa paggawa ng pelikula, especially with our new filmmakers, ay development. It takes, everybody is rushing to make the film. Everybody is, you know, it's taking them 6 months tapos na yung pelikula. In as much as it's brilliant for other countries, na parang wow, nakakagawa talaga ang mga Pilipino ng ganun kabilis. Maraming mga elemento ang nagsasuffer when we make films in that manner. Diba? Nawawalan tayo ng oportunidad para i-develop pa yung project natin. Para kanino ba itong audience? Para kanino ba itong pelikulang to? Pag pinroduce ko to, saan ko ba siya i-distribute? Sa China? O di dapat pag ginagawa mo pa ng pelikula, alam mo na agad yung censorship rules ng China. Pag ipapalabas mo siya gusto mo siyang ipalabas sa commercial cinemas, alam nyo na, ang panlasa ng audience natin ganito. So dapat, meron akong gagawing mga approaches kung paano ko ma-reach yung audience ko. O kaya gagawa ka ng pelikula na gusto mong maging international. Dapat sa development pa lang, pinag-iisipan mo na, how do you internationalize your film? What are the elements, what are the local elements that you have, and what are the elements based on your local stories na gagawin mo siya, i-elevate mo siya para mas maintindihan ng mas marami, hindi yung parang tayo-tayo rin nakakaintindi. So, a lot of our projects or film projects now are participating in international film labs in order for them to go, in order for their scripts to go through a development path. So, in 2017, nandun po ako sa Torino Film Lab. This is the most prestigious film lab in the world. At napaka-konti lang po sa mga piling-pili. It's a by-invitation event. It's a by-invitation lab available for different countries. And when I was there, sobrang na-inspire po ako sa proseso nila kung paano nila dine-develop ang bawat isang project. So, for this year, FDCP is bringing, through the former Torino Film Lab head, Matthew Daras, First Cut Lab. So this is a project development lab meant to look for projects in development, and an editing lab made designed for projects in post-production. So tutulungan po natin silang maintindihan ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng development, paano ba nila i-develop ang kanilang mga scripts, paano sila gagawa ng isang pelikula na mas pinag-isipan, mas pinaghandaan, paano ba sila maghahanap ng funding, kasi ngayon, right now, alam naman natin na talagang napakahirap gumawa ng pelikula. And ang paraan lang natin lagi ay may isang producer tapos ipupontohan yung buong pelikula. Pero in other countries or there is a way for us to be able to put together funding by looking for other co-producers who will invest in the film. And this is something that we're trying to promote and to introduce to our filmmakers para hindi naman sila mas informed sila on the different ways on how to secure film financing for their projects. So this is going to happen in April. We are going to have our call for applications this February. We have an international reading committee na magbabasa at mamimili ng mga projects na ito. And we're going to announce the projects by March, and by April, the whole team from First Cut Lab is coming to Manila so that they can support, do the workshop. Ayun. So next naman, so medyo marami po siya. Film Industry Conference happening at Cinema Region. I don't know kung familiar po tayo sa Cinema Region. Cinema Region is the film festival organized by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. This is the festivals of the regions. The various regional film festivals in the whole Philippines will come together in Cinema Region, and this is going to happen this year in Dumaguete. Yan. So, bilang suporta ng FDCP sa NCCA at sa Cinema Region, this is very unique dahil 100 to 160 filmmakers from all over the country gather together in that one venue. At for the entire week, nanonood po sila ng pelikula ng isa't isa. Meron ka mapapanood ng pelikula galing Pampanga, pelikula galing Nabunturan, pelikula galing Cebu, pelikula galing Bohol, pelikula galing Dumaguete, pelikula galing Pangasinan, pelikula galing Kalinga. I mean, these films are coming from various regions of the country, and a lot of our regional filmmakers are sharing that experience on how they can, and these are done in their own languages. So it's a very interesting film festival. So bilang suporta po ng FDCP, yung aming Film Industry Conference where we bring in international mentors and speakers in a 2-day event, dadalhin po namin sa Dumaguete. We're going to give opportunities for these filmmakers to understand the different processes and different methods of an approach to filmmaking. Yan. Meron din po kaming Film Festival Management Workshop, Programming and Curation Workshop. So, ibig sabihin po nito, ang ating mga film festival directors na sila po ang talagang nagbibigay ng inspirasyon sa bawat isang rehiyon para magkaroon ng community ng filmmakers at film communities. Gusto po namin silang i-empower. Paano sila magiging Cinemalaya sa Mindanao? Paano sila magiging Q-Cinema sa Cebu? You know, they are the ones that are really giving inspiration to these filmmakers na magkaroon ng pag-asa na kahit pala nandito ako sa region, pwede akong gumawa ng pelikula, pwede akong magkaroon ng platform para mapanood ang pelikulang ito. Hindi lang lahat sa Manila. So, FDCP has been supporting Cinema Region for the past 3 years, pero gusto po namin mas maging maigting pa ang suporta namin sa kanila dahil gusto po namin to go directly to the regional filmmakers because they are our future, and I hope that these filmmakers will be inspired to feel na hindi nila kailangan lahat pumunta ng Maynila para lang magkaroon ng trabaho. You know, kahit na dun sila nakatira sa mga regions nila, pwede silang gumawa ng mga pelikula galing sa kanila in their own language, and it will be seen and it will be appreciated. And we want to give them and equip them with the tools that they need so that they can make effective films para magawa nila yung pelikula nila ng mas maganda. We're bringing an audio post-production workshop there so that they can understand how to work with Netflix. Ano ba ang quality control na hinahanap ng Netflix? Para maintindihan nila, pag sinasound, pag nire-record pa lang nila yung sound ng pelikula, alam na nila kung paano gawin. Kasi lahat tayo, gawin na lang yan sa post. Gawin na lang yan sa ganito. So, binibigyan namin sila ng tools para mas ma-expose sila sa mga maayos na proseso. So, this is our Film Industry Conference happening February 26 up to March 1. Ayun. Feb 25 pala. Feb 25 to March 1. February 23 and 24 ang Film Festival Management Workshop. We are flying all the regional film festival directors in Dumaguete so that they can experience this week. Yung pera po ng FDCP, alam niyo po kung saan po napupunta. So at least, you know, this is, we're really making sure that whatever funds we have and I can source, you know, we can support these filmmakers. Okay, so susunod ay ang FDCP National Registry. So actually, noong 2017, nilaunch na po namin itong FDCP National Registry, pero pinag-aralan po namin kung paano po mas magiging relevant ito sa industriya, kaya medyo marami po siyang mga pinagdaanan. Ang FDCP National Registry is our database for all the film companies accredited and SEC registered in the Philippines. It's going to be their database. Film service providers, allied services. The goal then is for us to create a value chain para sa buong industriya. Sino ba ang bumubuo? Sino ba ang mga entities na bumubuo sa industriya? They're going to be in this national registry para ma-monitor, makita natin sino ba ang mga stakeholders ng industriyang ito. So, this is also a national registry for our film workers. Isa po sa mga pinaka-challenges natin ay marami pong mga hinaing at concerns ang ating mga manggagawa ng pelikulang Pilipino, pero hindi po sila, karamihan po sa kanila ay hindi buo, watak-watak at kanya-kanya. Kahit na gusto pong tumulong ng FDCP para masagot at ma-address po ang kanilang concerns, it's really hard to work with just individuals. So we want to encourage them to create associations. We have guilds, but the next question is how are the guilds functioning right now? So, marami pong mga unspoken things na nangyayari about the existing guilds. Pero how can we start working together po talaga? How can we get past the things na hindi pinag-uusapan? Oh, hindi sumasali sa Actors Guild. Bakit? Alam naman natin. Pero we have to discuss that. So FDCP wants to be the National Registry is a database for our active film workers so that we can gather them all together by sector, and after gathering them by sector, we can encourage them and empower them to come up with their own guidelines, their own wishes, their own concerns on how we can improve their working conditions, how we can improve their working hours, how we can improve and institute minimum salary wages. I mean, things like this, welfare. I mean, these are, you know, ongoing concerns. Pero hindi po tayo nakakapag-usap tungkol dyan dahil even us, even the existing guilds, hindi rin po talaga masyado. I mean, with FAP is working with us on this. They have been very, very supportive to just have one database, and lahat po ng mga guilds magre-register po dito para talagang mas maging active po ang ating mga pag-uusap para ma-address po yung concerns na ating mga film workers. So that is the FDCP National Registry. Yun. This is one of our biggest projects, and we're very excited na ma-launch po ito soon. Tinatawag po namin itong Boost, the Box Office Online System and Tracker. Isa po sa mga pinaka-challenge natin sa industriya ay naguhulaan po tayo kung magkano ang kinikita ng mga pelikula. Hindi natin alam kung magkano yung gross box office ng particular film, di ba? So, FDCP has a partnership with KOFIC, the Korean Film Council, and we've been doing a lot of consultation with them on how we can create systems and an infrastructure for our industry so we can really do data evidence-based analytics on how we can support the industry. Ano ba ang mga pelikulang pinapanood talaga? Magkano ba ang kinikita ng independent films ngayon? Diba? Even foreign films, magkano bang kinikita nila? Sa Region 6, ano ba ang pinapanood ng pelikula? So that is the box office online system, or that is our Boost. It can give us real-time gross box office as real-time as every 15 minutes. Nawawala na po tayo. Yes. It's very good. It's going to be
papayag bang SM sa suggest mo yan?
Nakausap na po namin ang
I'm sure.
bago po ako naglabas po nito, of course, I consulted with a lot. Alam na po nila.
Papayag ba si tama? Nakamain ang kita?
It has been a year of constant discussion, consultation, not just with the exhibitors. Actually, ang mas medyo na-challenge po ako dito sa pakikipag-usap ay ang ating mga producers. The exhibitors don't have really any issues with it because we're not going to pull data. They're just going to push their data. And, you know, by standards, they really have to, because ang DILG po, nagbabayad po sila ng amusement tax. So even the DILG is actually, this is po in partnership with our government partners, because the government also has to know, really, coming from a government perspective, magkano ba talaga yung kinikita ng mga pelikula. So this is a system that would also create transparency sa mga amusement taxes na binabayad sa mga iba't ibang LGU.
When do you see this rolling out? This 1 year na may
Right now, the budget for 2019 is still being finalized. This was approved as a 2019 budget. So in terms of the DBM and us being able to roll out as an agency, we have a budget for this. The main system itself is around 3.6 million, but the maintenance, the first for the entire year, parang mga 8 million ang binigay sa amin. So, it's with the system itself, yes. We also had consultations with the technicalities and the requirements on how to create this server and all of that. So, ano naman, it's very, very, ano naman, how do we say that? May basis naman kung how we came up with a number.
By 2019, should we expect that it's rolled out?
By 2019, we should be expecting this to siguro para ma-finalize kasi magpapabid. Pero kumbaga, the budget is already there. Yun nga, we spent last year doing consultation so that we can operationalize this. We've worked with DTI, the Department of Trade and Industry, with their Industry Development Division. Nailapit na rin namin ito sa Office of the President. Pinasa na rin namin ito sa kanila. The DILG is in full support of this. So, it's just a matter of time for us to completely roll this out.
Last question, will it be accessible for everyone, or at least the media, so we can roll out data?
We will be releasing data every quarter. Pero right now, of course, with our discussion, this will be available to the stakeholders, distributors, producers, exhibitors, FTCP. But at least, hindi na tayo ang pinaka-challenge sa FTCP, kailangan namin magtawag ng bawat isang sinihan para lang makakuha ng data kung paano ba, magkano bang kinita ng ganitong pelikula. We're blind. We're completely blind. And everybody's asking, pati nyo alam kung paano i-solve yung nangyayari ngayon, kumita sa ganito, hindi kumita sa ganito, pinulout sa ganyan. But we don't know. Hindi natin lahat alam. So, I think there has to be a system. And the very reason why Korea, and we all, say that Korea is the leading film industry, it's because of this. This is the heart and soul of Korea's success. Because they're able to analyze ilan ang nanonood ng comedy films. May analytics siya. Ilan nanonood? Anong oras nanonood ang pinakamaraming audience? May data. And kailangan natin ng data para hindi puro haka-haka ang mga pinag-uusapan natin kung bakit ganito ang estado ng industriya natin ngayon.
So we'll see more accurate planning sa MMFF?
I hope so. Yes, that is the goal. We wanted actually for MMFF to be the testing, pero kasi nga hindi na siya umabot. And since yun nga, the approval from the DBM is this 2019, we're hoping that in the next months, ma-fine-tune namin kung paano yung magiging pag-operationalize ng system. But what's good is that we have a system that we hope can serve and can be something that can serve the industry talaga.
Saan nyo i-install tong system na?
This will be plugged in. So, bali, ang pinaka-sistema niya ay it's not intrusive, meaning naka-attach ang lahat ng exhibitors dito sa sistemang ito. Tapos,
So, I mean to say, in your office,
yes.
you have parang traffic control system.
Yes, oo, sa office.
And then, so every time the ticket is pushed na may nag-number na pumakasok.
Oo, galing sa mga exhibitors. Sila ang nagpo-push ng data, nakakabit siya sa kanila.
So the system will also be in place in all the cinemas.
There is one server that would, may isang server kung saan lahat naka-plug in. It's a system na there's a central system. Pero yung na naka-attach doon sa server at sa software na ito, yung mga exhibitor. So, kumbaga, pumasok yung ganitong pelikula or pumasok yung ganitong admission, they will push that data to this.
Kaya every time they push the ticket na lumabas, dapat yung data na yun, nag-click doon sa...
Oo, kasi ano siya para siyang POS.
Yeah.
Yes, para siyang POS.
So, yun ang sinasabi ko sa'yo, papayag ba ang mga SMDF, Ayala na parang i-introduce nila at malalaman niyo ang kita nila. Alam mo naman yung mga yan.
It's an ongoing, where they are not blind to this, they know this. Marami na po kami naging meetings with them. Wala naman po kami nilabas na proyekto na hindi namin inilalapit din sa kanila. But there are things that...
Pa yung movie distributors. Alam mo naman yan, tatago yun ng real estate.
I've already talked to MPAA and they are completely in support of this. Siguro the challenge is yung pinaka-actual operationalization of this kasi syempre ngayon po the budget is there, magpapabid po tayo ng mag-create ng system and then on how we're going to create the demo to each of the theaters. That's also going to be another technical working group working to make this happen. But like I said, we have to take action. We have to create this infrastructure. The entire industry is all about assumptions, which is sad. Diba? Parang, sa tingin ko, ganito yung nangyayari sa industriya kasi blah, 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 blah. Hindi, ganito yung ginagawa ng, you know what I mean? Like, we all have all these, but if we are in this evidence-based, baka mas magkaroon tayo ng mas informed decision or conclusion on how we can address the issues of the industry. Ayun. Next. Okay pa po ba tayo? Siguro, I just really want to have this one week of just explaining to everyone. Kasi minsan, nakuha po namin yung parang, ano na naman ito ginagawa ng FDCP, you know what I mean? So at least you know that it's 2019 we have all of these things lined up. FDCP has been successful in partnering with other agencies because ang pinakakulang po namin pag